6 vital questions to ask before you buy a phone system. 1. Who are you dealing with?
If I was going to be buying a phone system in the UK for business, I'd want to be dealing with a UK-based company that give me support and help. When you look on the web, there are lots of companies out there that present wonderful websites, but sometimes behind that there is nothing more than a man and a dog, or maybe they're dealing out of Africa, or maybe you're dealing with an Indian company. I think I would really want to bottom it down to make sure that I was dealing with a UK-based company that give me the support I was wanting. Sometimes, even if you know they're UK-based, it's not sufficient. BT, for example, deal through BT local business. So even though you're dealing with a local company, it's not immediately obvious whether you're dealing with BT or whether you're dealing with a franchisee. So those are the kinds of criteria I think I'd be thinking about if I wanted to buy a UK-based phone system.
2. What if your needs change?
So what happens when your needs change? There are 2 approaches to the problem. First of all, you can specify a system that's big and powerful enough to last you, say, for 5 years into the future, and then if anything changes, you've got the spare capacity. The other alternative is to buy a cloud-based system which enables you to upgrade, downgrade, or change anything at will. As ever, when you're buying a phone system, the choice is yours.
3. Is it an open system?
You need to think to what extent the system you're buying is an open one. If you're buying a proprietary system from one of the big manufacturers such as BT or Cisco or Mitel or Avaya, then to a lesser or greater extent you're tied into that hardware that you're buying from them. If I was buying a system, I'd want to be as free as possible after I've bought it to be able to plug in other people's hardware. A SIP-based system allows you to put in any hardware that you like, and I think I would be going for that kind of system which allowed me to buy hardware off anybody and plug it into the system.
4. Is it easy to maintain?
I think if I'm thinking about the maintenance aspects of a system, I'd be wanting to look at the cost associated with it. The major manufacturers such as Panasonic and Cisco and Avaya suggest that you take out a maintenance contract on the system that you just bought. That will typically cost between 10 and 15% of the capital cost of the equipment. So over 5 years you pay another 75% of the cost of the equipment. With a cloud-based system, all of those costs are absorbed by the people that are maintaining the system in the cloud and looking after the servers. So from this aspect, I think I would obviously go for a cloud-based system where the costs of maintenance are just not going to impact on me.
5. Does it have great features?
If I'm buying a new system, I'm going to want the most advanced features possible. So I'm going to be wanting auto attendant, which is press 1 for sales, press 2 for accounts, press 3 for another department. I'm going to be wanting advanced voicemail, which allows me to get my voicemail from wherever I am. I'm going to be wanting call recording and no fee call recording, which allows me to record calls either on demand or record all calls. I'm going to be wanting call queues, which allows me never to have an engaged tone ever again. I'm going to be wanting time-based rules, which allows me to divert calls at night or maybe bank holidays. I'm going to be wanting real-time cost reporting and real-time reporting of calls, so I can see who's receiving calls and who's making calls. I'm going to want an operator console or a web portal so I can control the whole system. And I think I may be wanting call follow me, which allows automatic call diversion of calls out when I'm out in the field. So those are some of the features that I may well be wanting on a new system.
6. How much would it cost?
When you're thinking about cost, you've got to be really careful. There are lots of ways that manufacturers and suppliers have of hiding costs, especially with traditional systems. You've got not only your capital cost, you've got your recurring cost of maintenance. You may well have license fees every time you want to add a new phone. It's not just a matter of buying the phone, it's a matter of buying another license fee to go with it, and maybe not even a license fee just for the phone. You'll probably need another license fee for the voicemail. So all of that adds up every time you want to change your mind. With a cloud-based system, there's less scope for people adding to the overall cost. Whilst you're considering it, you've also got to consider the length of time you're going to be tied into this contract. If your supplier decides, as he's going along, to up the price, and you're tied in for a 5-year contract, you're there for that ride for the 5 years. Having a system such as the Birchills one, which allows you to opt out any time, is a lot safer. So those are the considerations I would be thinking about if I was going to be buying a system in terms of cost.
Wrap up.
This has been 6 vital questions to ask before you buy a phone system. We've put it all together into a booklet that you can download. Just click the link below and we'll send you a copy. Thanks for watching.